This is a quick update for May the 14th, 2011. Um, I've started a few new open source projects and looked into collaborating on quite a few as well. Um, a while ago, I started some PrestaShop and WordPress creating plugins and modules tutorials, but a few people complained about the video kind of quality and stuff, and for the fact that I hadn't uploaded any of them since because I've been really busy. I have looked into video issues and I've decided with the best things to go with, and because I'm doing full the highest resolutions, it's sometimes with small text it's hard to downscale it. So I've got the issues sorted for that for future videos, even though most previous ones should be fine. Um, but I'm gonna completely redo them series, and particularly for the PrestaShop creating a module, I'm doing a new series for that for 1.4, and it's going to be the project I'm going to be doing is a PDF customizer, and basically I'll show you how I make that in the process of making a module, and possibly the user management one as well. Um, the PrestaShop user management module that I'm making, which is also open source, is going to be a JFusion 2.0 patching, which basically brings JFusion 2.0 features into PrestaShop because of the way it works. There wouldn't be a way to allow JFusion 2.0 on PrestaShop without some kind of module on PrestaShop's side to deal with the extra information. So you won't be able to do it all through Joomla. So that's the module I'm going to make for that at some point. A very important one here is GlitBT. Obviously I'm using GitHub here, but I want to. I looked into local Gits on hosting websites, and there's very little packages for give you the ability to do that. Especially with all requirements of extensions and stuff. But there's a Git library for PHP that, as long as you've got what Mantis BT requires, you can combine it into its own plugin. And there's a guy that made several of the plugins for tracking GitHub through Mantis BT. Mantis BT is bug tracker PHP, but so I decided to go ahead and make a local Git editor plugin for Mantis BT, which means you can have your own Gits on your own website and manage them through Mantis Bug Tracker, and basically use all the Git functions but in a user interface, all open source free on your own website. The other things I'm covering is I'm finally going to do the JFusion plugin tutorials, and out of that, in that process, I'm going to be creating, I think it's 4 or 5 brand new JFusion plugins, and we're going to be updating them all to JFusion 1.6 and making sure they're all bug free. Like, the only plugin I've made so far which is complete but it's got one bug in it is the JFusion PrestaShop. But they're all eventually going to be complete, and just the other projects obviously got quite a lot. 14. It's going to be 15 in a minute, but I'm going to be making a lot of iOS applications, so just for general industry specific, like Code Carrier is a code editor for websites. it's not listed on here, but I'm making another one which is dealing with music publishing and dealing with just music work in general. The Regeneration, which is a open source game / game framework. I've thought the original from WPilot, but I've got the game server and the global server, which I'm going to explain later on. And this BossOS is just another iOS app, but it's going to basically give the capabilities of cPanel into iOS. And custom keys, I think I'm going to abandon that because that's just something I made about 2 years ago. Just some, it's only just bits of code that I found useful for coding iPhone web apps. And the final thing is PortPort, which is portable portfolio. But I'll get further into that another time. But the first thing I'm going to be dealing with is the PDF customizer and the GlitBT. And then I'll just progress on from there. So I'll be uploading those soon. And I'm not going to leave as big a gap between the different videos this time. And it should be all fine for all the resolutions. So stay tuned for that.